Driven by a dream of Olympic glory, they skate for Canada. Pioneers united by their love of the game and a commitment to their country. The top 5 teams from the World Championships will join the Japanese to battle for gold in Nagano, Japan. The Canadians are unbeaten in these championships, but they are not unbeatable. As women's ice hockey prepares to enter the Olympic Games for the first time, the gap between Team Canada and the rest of the world is narrowing. Who are these women? And what has it taken them to get where they are? Women's hockey is nearly as old as Canada, yet for decades, the women who played it were met with derision and dismissal by the men who ruled the game. Limited ice time and scavenged equipment could not dim women's passion for the sport. But it took a young goaltender from Quebec to help give the sport its validity. Manon Rheaume gained her celebrity by playing professionally with men.
I was very nervous my first time, but before the game, I don't think I go on the ice and it's an NHL game. I just think about do my best and just to concentrate on the puck.
When she was a girl, boys hockey was the only game in town, and Manon took it seriously.
Est-ce que tu voudrais faire une carrière professionnelle là-dedans?
Je sais pas encore. J'aimerais ça m'en aller assez loin. Ça dépend des conditions qu'il y aurait plus tard.
Es-tu prête à te battre?
Oui.
Manon's looks were an asset, but her progress owes more to her guts and talent.
Je m'étais préparée là, comme à tous les matchs, que je suis venue ici comme deuxième. Là, on sait jamais, là, une blessure, là, ça peut arriver.
In 1992 and 94, Manon was named All-Star Goalie of the Women's World Championships. For Manon Rheaume and the other women of Team Canada, the journey to Nagano really begins in Barrie, Ontario, in the spring of 1997. The World Championships are less than 2 weeks away.
That's it! Quick feet! Good job! Good job!
Each player has already come through a rigorous tryout camp.
We're ready to go now!
Now, head coach Shannon Miller drops a bombshell. With 3 talented goalies in contention, she releases Manon Rheaume.
Big disappointment, for sure. When you have a chance to represent the country, it's always a big honor, and to be cut, for sure, it's disappointed, especially because of the year I had this year. I have my best hockey the whole year, and I play well, and I know that now I can play at that level professional regularly like any other goaltender. That's why I can handle that situation this week.
It's like Wayne Gretzky being cut from the men's team for us. I mean, what you've done and what you stood for women's hockey. I see it as the parallel as they tried to cut Wayne Gretzky from the men's team.
We feel we've done what is best for this team at this point in time, and we certainly stand by our decision. Manon Rheaume has been an ambassador for hockey in this country, and I feel bad for her, and I hope she comes back strong and challenges for one of the top 2 spots for the 1998 Olympic team, because she certainly has the potential and the character to do that.
For the next 6 months, Manon will strive to reclaim a place on the national team that fame alone could not win her. Shannon Miller. At 33, the first full-time salaried female head coach of a national hockey team in the world, on a leave of absence from her job as a Calgary police officer.
Working with the police department, there's got to be teamwork. You have to trust your partner big time. I mean, you got to make calls in like split seconds, and you just go with whatever the decision is made. It's all about reading and reacting, and a lot of it's about dealing with people and being soft when you need to be soft and understanding when you need the understanding, like in a sexual assault situation. And then there's the other side of the line where you've got to be a hard ass.
Are you waiting for the team to come out and sign autographs? All right. For sure.
I grew up in Melfort, Saskatchewan, playing every sport under the sun. My dad was a phys ed teacher and a very well-respected coach across the country. And my mom was also very athletic herself and was a teacher. So I had two excellent role models. I followed my dad everywhere, and he was my hero. And I learned a lot from him. I was young. I was 14, actually, when he died of cancer. But for those 14 years, I watched him so closely that probably subconsciously I picked up an awful lot about leadership and coaching and just dealing with people.
Cassie Campbell from Brampton, Ontario. At 24, this former model is an honors graduate in sociology and an all-star on defense.
Face the wall, perhaps, and maybe. All right. That's it. Now turn around this way, please. That's it.
I started on figure skating, and I think that was more of my father's doing, simply because I think it was more of a feminine sport at the time. And basically, after my parents hearing me cry and complain that I wanted to play hockey, they just put it into it, and my mom was a great supporter of that, and she coached me all through the years.
Yeah, nice game. You always play good.
I played with the boys for 2 years, and they didn't actually know I was a girl. I mean, I used to show up, you know, almost just before the game started, half dressed, so the boys would already be dressed. And at the end of the year, we went to a swimming party, and I had, you know, the woman's bathing suit on, so needless to say, some 6-year-old little guys were pretty shocked.
Close to 30,000 Canadian women and girls now play on organized teams. Olympic status is boosting women's hockey to unprecedented prominence. April 1997. The World Championships matched the two North American powers with 5 teams from Europe and a Chinese team that learned the game from watching NHL videos. After crushing victories over the Russians and Swiss, Canada faces China. Heart and soul of the team, forward Franck Saint-Louis. A broken wrist 3 weeks earlier should have kept Franck Saint-Louis out of the World Championships. Former captain of Team Canada, she has overcome injury to play before. The spirit of this Quebecer is legendary. At 38, she knows this is her last of 4 World Championships, her first and only chance to go to the Olympics. For Quebec's athlete of the past decade, it's been a long, hard climb.
The first time I put the skate on, I was little. I was maybe 6, 7 years old, and I had my cousin's skates. So it was pretty funny because I was going there. My ankle were going inside. But then my dad saw me I stayed like the whole day on the ice. So he said, well, maybe we should buy her a new pair of skates.
Her brother, and one day he said, I'm quitting hockey, and it's too rough, and fights and things like that. So I said to my wife, I said, well, now we're gonna take it easy. So the next morning, the daughter came out and said, don't forget me, I'm starting to play now.
Les gars qui sont comme juniors, qui viennent de l'Europe.
You love the game or you don't, but you ask me, you want to play tonight? Yes. Tomorrow? Yes. Today? Yes. You know, I never get tired to play hockey.
These Chinese girls, let me tell you, they better be ready because
France Saint Louis is prepared.
Yes.
You've heard it be real tough?
It's going to be tough and really physical, that's for sure.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go, Fiona, France. Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
Team China, ranked 4th in the world and coming on strong. Only a few hundred women play hockey in the most populous nation on earth, but those who make the national team train year-round and players are paid. Based in the city of Harbin in frigid Manchuria, the Chinese team is hampered by its lack of exposure to foreign competition. Although body checking is no longer allowed in women's hockey, in the heat of battle, players on both sides may resort to a tough, physical game.
Now's the time to hammer it to them. Bring the hammer down now, eh? Let's bring the hammer down now, right now when they're hurting.
When I played, there was full intentional body checking, and I loved it. I did. My nickname was Killer Miller, and I wasn't the most talented player, so it was a part of my game. So I actually really enjoy the part of body checking in hockey. But on the flip side, for the development of the female game, it has been a tremendous move to take body checking out of female hockey.
Lisa Brown. Brown takes up belt at center ice. Margot Verland with a huge hit. Here's Witushny. 2 Americans go for her.
I remember in '90 when we played in Ottawa, it was a full body check. I think it was kind of a bit dangerous. Even like today, we're saying it, there's no full body checking, but if you look at the games, it's pretty tough out there sometimes.
The Chinese had trouble skating with our team, and I think what happens as soon as you start to get a half a step on the opponent, a lot of people either turn around and slash or hook, and the Chinese, that's what they do. They turn around and they use their sticks.
Today before the game, I put my wrist guards on just because I knew China was going to be pretty sticky. But the same thing coach says, it's fine if they want to come out and play the body a little bit, but once the sticks get going, that's where I wish the official would call it too.
I'm so excited you guys are here. Like, I'm so happy. Thanks so much.
It was an amazing game.
You're the poster girl.
You're the poster girl. Someone called you the poster girl, and we didn't know what that meant. Every time we turned around, you were on something. We were like, okay, we went to school with that girl. We've seen her in the